We will see this game between Asmundur Asgeirsson versus Ilmar Raud. These are the names, and this was played in Olympia, okay, Munich, Olympia, and this was the game between Iceland versus Estonia in 1936. This game was played. So let's see this game. White starts with d4, the opponent plays d5, c4, e6. So here, white has given this pawn for free. Okay, this is called, of course, Queen's Gambit. And if you take it, this is called Queen's Gambit accepted. But he has not taken and he played e6. So what is this? Simple Queen's Gambit decline. Now, knight c3, okay, developing the knight. One more attack on this, but of course, there are enough support, so no need to worry. Knight f6, continued development. Bishop g5, developing the bishop, pinning the knight, and then bishop e7, another developing move, and unpinning the knight. So very normal developing moves are there going on right now. Knight f3, and then knight b d7. Okay, so here you might be thinking now this queen is not giving support, but there are two supports, so no need to worry for this d5 pawn. And if the opponent capture this, you can capture with this knight, and you will have again the supports which you are needing to this pawn. Okay, so two attacks, two supports are there, or maybe three afterwards. Anyway, here e3. Okay, white played e3. Idea, of course, to open this and give support to this. Once you move the bishop out, then if you play, then it's better because then this bishop is not inside the pawn chain, and it is better. It can attack more, it can control more. So it's okay bishop. It's not so great. At least it's okay. It's not bad. So always remember, if you get the chance like this, you get the bishop out and then play e3. Okay, now castle. Black did this. King is safe, rook is active, and now queen c2. So both are developing one by one, all the pieces. Attacking on this good diagonal. Okay, there is a support. Actually, there are two supports and only one attack, so it's okay. Black has no issue, no problem. What to do? This bishop is sitting. Okay, this is your side, you can say. This is the fifth rank, right, for white, and this is from your side is fourth rank. So you can say these four ranks are for white and these four ranks are for black. So if the opponent's piece is there in your side, sitting very nicely and giving you threat all the time, it's not a good piece over there. Okay, you don't allow it to be there for a long time. Okay, just like that. You have to ask question. You have to attack. You have to give threat to that piece, and that's what black did right now. Black played h6, attacking the bishop. Bishop has to move somewhere. You cannot say one attack, one support is fine. Why? Simple reason, you have to see the point. Yeah, the beginners, very absolute beginner, they can make the mistake like this. Okay, they see one attack, one support is fine. No, it's not good at all. So I'm just telling very basic thing, but it's okay. So bishop h4, c6. Okay, bishop h4. Yeah, you saved the bishop, and now black says okay. I will give one more support to this. Plus, I'll open this queen. Okay, the queen can come out and control this diagonal or pin the knight. That's the idea. This d5 pawn has now no problem at all. Okay, very good. Enough supports. This knight can also go any time on this side. So fine. c6. Very solid structure for black. Black is doing well. White is also not bad. Everything is okay. You can say almost equal position or very slightly better for white. Why? Because of this, you can say space advantage. Like white has two pawns instead of and black has only one pawn here. So it's very simple reason. You cannot just argue about it. It can be either for white or black, a slight advantage here or there. So it's okay. After this, what to do? So white played a3. What is the idea? The idea is simple. If black plays queen a5 to attack the knight or pin the knight, white is ready with this b4 move. Okay, before it had no support. Now a3 has given support to this. So a3, then a6. Okay, the idea of this, yes, if white captures this, you have support. Okay, no problem. But if you play this, then there were one, two, three attacks, and only one support was there. So black said, I will give one more support with this. So I can play this. So that's the idea. He can play b5 if you want. C5. Okay, so white is now trying to open this bishop slightly, plus control these squares, and he is ready to play slightly, close position. So you have to decide whether you would like to go, uh, like you have to open the center or close the center. Now, why did he close it? Very obvious reason. You can see black's king is on this side and very safe behind this pawn wall, and the king is in the side. Okay, so king is safe. But if you see this king, white's king is still in the center. He has not made castle. So if the center is open, who will get the problems? The problems will be for white and not for black. So white should try to close the center, and black should try to open the center, and that's what he did. He just tried to close the center because he's not exchanging the pawns. What do you mean by opening or closing the center? If you open, means if you exchange the pawn, it's called as opening the center. If you don't exchange the pawn, if you just move it and block all the pawns, like this is blocked now, if you see the structure, then it's closing the center. Okay, rook e8. So rook is now developed. He gave support to this in case if the knight moves anywhere, if the bishop captures, there was a support with the queen. But if in case if the queen would like to move somewhere, you need to have support with another piece to this bishop. So this knight can move somewhere, okay? And that's why rook e8 is there. And after that, bishop d3, one more piece is developed. Both are controlling this diagonal now very well. And then black said, okay, he's trying to close. What should I do? I should open. How to open it? And here he has played e5. So it's looking like slightly, early, or you can say immature, but he must have thought about it, and it's not bad by the way. So it's like sacrifice. Okay, it's looking like there are two attacks and only one support, so you can't get it. But don't worry, you will get it afterwards. Okay, this knight can move somewhere here, maybe it can attack, and this rook is already there to attack. So this pawn has very few chances of surviving after capturing this one. And after e5, yeah, white captured d cross e5. And one more thing, if you take this, okay, this pawn becomes weaker, and yes, black has choice to take this or this afterwards. Yeah, of course, first you have to save the knight, and that's what he did. Knight g4, attacking on e5. There are two attacks on this, two attacks on this, and there is only one support. So he might give support from here, or he can capture. Let's see what did he do. He said, yeah, this is a very good bishop. I would like to exchange. And he captured bishop cross e7, queen cross e7, and then b4. He said, yeah, this is a good pawn. I don't want to give this pawn. If you want to take this one, it's okay. Already I got a pawn for that. And this is anyway, this is a double pawn. So it's not a good pawn over here. This is a better pawn. And that's why I will give this one, because you can't hold both the pawns. You have to give away one pawn for sure. So he gave this one and he saved this one. So what to do now? How to take this? You have choice to take with this or with this. And the best move, better move is this. Knight D cross E5. Why? See, this is already ahead. And this was blocking your piece. So which is better, this one? Okay, if he attacks, then is there any problem? No. This knight can go back here, no problem. So knight D cross E5. If he takes it, this knight is there, this queen is there, you have choices. So here, instead of taking this, he said, I will move this bishop here. So bishop E2. And now black has played a very good move, brilliant move, you can say. And which is that brilliant move? Let's see. Okay. White thought there is nothing happening, everything is fine, no problem at all. But here, black has found a very good sacrifice. And that sacrifice is this knight cross f2. Now, what can happen here? King can capture, king cross f2, of course. But then, how is it a good move? Okay, because what are you doing? Let's see again. You are getting a pawn for what? For a knight. So this has 1 point, this has 3 points. How is it a good move? Yeah, we have to see the whole story. And what will happen after that? Okay, so let's see. Knight cross f2. King has to take. If you don't take, he will. If you move the rook, the knight can come back. So he will just get a pawn extra, nothing. You will not get any compensation for that pawn. So you have to take it. So it's forced move, you can say. King cross f2. And after that, which is the best move here? Yes, knight g4, check. And if you see here, there is a fork attacking on this and this. And so the king has to move somewhere behind. And then black is getting this pawn again. So now, see, before you got one pawn over here on f2. And now you are getting one more. So now you can say, yes, I got two pawns for the knight. So only now one extra pawn he has given. And for that, if you see the compensation, now the king cannot do castle. That is one very good point for black and very bad for white. And one more thing, the file now is open and black can attack very nicely with these all these pieces near the king. So it's a good attack. Okay, and here now white has to decide whether to move this king here, here, or here. These are the choices. If you move anywhere, it's not going to happen. Like it's not so great. There are problems everywhere. But the best move is king e1, and that's what he played. Because from here you can run away. At least your king can run away. Okay, and other squares are like more dangerous because then queen cross e3 and then queen f2 or something, it can happen if you go anywhere here. So here, king e1 was the best.